And now I'm gonna kill you.
Video game podcast.
Super Mario Maker online services shutting down. Title to be removed from Wii U eShop.
What?
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Listen, all right, Mario. The thing that made this game so great is that it was an endless Mario game, and you know the thing about games as a service is the day they shut them down.
Sad.
And Mario, you'd think would be around for a long time.
Timeless.
And I was like, they wouldn't shut it down. Why would they do that? But I mean, it's the Wii U, understandably. Not a lot of people have the Wii U to begin with, and not a lot of people support that. But there was a lot of levels in that game.
857? Sorry.
Level 857. Sorry.
At least 857 levels.
857 levels were all removed.
Well, the thing about
Well,
it is,
I mean, let's be clear too, just to get our facts straight. They're not removing
No,
the levels.
they're not.
Everything that's there will still be available.
they just can't
It's
add
moving forward. New levels will not be able to be
it. Yeah.
added.
So I mean, it's quite a community there that made tremendous amounts of levels. At the moment, it's still there. At the moment, I don't know how long those servers will stay, but that's the point.
Right.
Like, you don't know how long those servers are going to stay. It's not like it's in your game. You can download the entire, you know, how many gigs, whatever, down to your thing to play forever. That game is not going to last forever. And that
And people are
sucks.
saying, I see Turbo 857 say, I'm surprised they were still supporting it on the Wii U. It's only like it's less than 5 years old. Like
Yeah.
it's not that old.
Yeah.
It's still a relatively new game, all things considered,
Yeah.
and it's a Mario game.
But saying
So,
5 years
I
on
mean-
that, gaming systems used to only last 5 years for their whole run.
Right.
And now,
Right.
now we're getting 10 years, 9 years and such.
Right.
But it used to be like, okay, it's time to move on to that Genesis, time to move on to that Nintendo 64. In 5 years, that was a lifetime for a kid. That's not.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're older,
That's a
so it
childhood.
seems like, yeah.
That's a childhood.
So it seems
5 to
like-
10 years is a childhood.
Yeah. So it seems like it's so quick now. But as a kid,
Yeah.
you played a game for 2 years. You're like, yo, this is life. This
Yeah.
is my life.
Right.
I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I watched a video a long time ago talking about, like, this is going way off the reservation, but whatever, about why time seems to go faster as you get older. And it's because, like, when you're younger, you don't have that many years to relate to, so everything just seems like it's so long.
Yeah.
But as you get older, everything else gets compacted because you have so many other years before you that it just seems to go a lot faster for whatever reason. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
you make a great point, though. I never even thought of that when I was a kid. Like 5 years was your childhood.
Right.
The NES to Super Nintendo and Genesis.
Right.
Yeah.
That was all of our childhoods.
But it
Like
felt
that was it.
freaking forever. It felt like an eternity.
It felt like
Yeah.
50. It felt like 50 years.
yeah. It felt like
I think everything happened from 85 to 90.
Yeah.
Like, this
Right,
had to have happened
exactly.
there.
I can remember stuff from there. Like, you asked me what I did last Tuesday. I don't know.
Nah.
Right, exactly.
I don't fucking know. Wednesday, I really don't know.
What'd you have for breakfast?
I have no idea.
Nope.
Can't tell you.
I'd be like, man, we had Ghostbusters, we had Back to the Future, we had everything.
Yeah.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones, all this
Everything.
stuff. But
Yep,
now it's
yep.
like, yeah, what even makes sense? Like, these games last a very long time, but we think that they're gone in a split second.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I said, the fact that they are hindering stuff in the game that you can't do anymore, and that's a game that was based on what you make. So that sucks that they didn't have, like, at least part 2, they had like a single player mode in it.
Yeah,
That's
right.
in the game. Part 1
I think
had stages in it, but it wasn't really like a game.
Not like a story.
No, it had like
well, I think
random.
the bigger concern in all this, I think we all are thinking about it. The elephant in the room is it's not really Mario Maker Online that's the issue. It's what does the future hold for games as a service? If this is what we're prepping ourselves for, and you kind of insinuated when you asked the question, but like Mario Maker Online was like, I always assumed that would always be around, and now I'm coming to the realization of, oh wait, it's not.
Yeah.
What's that mean for Mario Maker 2?
There you go.
Do we have to wait for Mario Maker
It
3
means 3
now?
is
Are we
coming.
just going to game?
Yeah.
$60 a pop to just play a game for a couple of years and then it's worthless after that. Right. And then you get into the retro collectors of, is my collection going to be worth anything if these games aren't online anymore? And then all that other stuff.
And that's going to be the majority.
And the game companies love it because they get to go all digital. They get to encourage people to not buy physical. They don't have to spend money on the physical. They don't have to give a cut to the stores. They don't have to do anything. They want that to happen. Yeah. It sucks that's the direction it's all going.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unless somebody makes a server like a
the hacker community, man.
Yeah, unless they make their own servers that you can share and use that way. I mean, someone will do it.
Like they did.
The game won't die, but it won't be the same game that you can play.
No.
Right.
Like they did with what was it, CS:GO? What's another one? There was a bunch.
Any old popular shooter, like they have
they keep it
peer to
alive
peer. They have
through
peer to peer.
community.
They have peer to peer servers.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as when it was super huge. Like even like Demon's Souls, the first game, all those games when they're online, they cut that off and you're like, it's a different game. Everybody, I can't join in with other people. It's a different game completely than when it was live and everyone was having fun with it. Like say you had Avengers and say 10 years from now, you're like, let me pick up that Avengers game and play that with my boys and play online and all that.
Nah.
That's not going to be the same game that it is. Not that it's like super popular right now, but it's not going to be the same game 10 years down the line. Right. Like people are saying, let me play Halo 2. I remember my childhood being great with that. You pick it up and you're like, I can't get online. I mean, to the point. You're like, I can't get online and have the same fun that I had when I was a kid. So these games, like you just had Super Mario 3 in your hand. You can pick up Super Mario 3 anytime and have the same experience that you had when you first bought it. Yeah. So that's what sucks about these games
that's
as a service.
messed up because like our retro, our childhood, we could pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And other kids nowadays, their stuff, they can't really do that. Nope. Especially if you shut down the servers. That's like,
and most of their games are going to be the
man.
online
We are starting to sound like a group of old men right now.
Back in my day, Call of Duty was totally different. It was like Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
You can't even jump on and fight people and get
which was a good game.
Kill ratio.
That was a good game.
Smash. We're not old. We're classic. All right, we're classic.
We're vintage.
We're vintage classics.
Retro almost.
Retro almost.
We're worth more.
I do need to not to be a downer here. I do need to give a 15-minute warning. I just got a text from my son's friend's house. Their parents are like, "Oh, your son's getting bored. You need to come pick him up." And I'm like, awesome. So I got about 15 minutes left before I got to run, guys. Sorry.
Well, we get the news out the way. That's all. That's all.
No worries. No worries.
All right, but like I said, like the fact that people won't be able to enjoy the games that they're doing now because of even Mario. Who would have thought that would be on a live service game, Mario?
Yeah.
So that's weird. If they can make Mario a live service game, just imagine what they're gonna do in the future. And it's a scary future.
Yeah.
But live in the moment, guys. It's what we got.
Not to mention, I mean, you think about, we're not going to get through the news with me. I'll just keep talking. But you think about like the DS and how they had the 3DS and then the new 3DS, and only certain games worked on the new 3DS that wouldn't work on the regular 3DS. And you wonder if they're going to pull something like that with the Switch. You have the new Switch and have like, I was thinking about this today. I've always thinking about stuff like this. If Breath of the Wild 2 is the launch game for the new Switch, and it only works on the next Switch, that's going to force everybody to upgrade to the next cycle, and nobody's going to be able to play it, even though I'm sure they could downgrade it to play on the Switch. But no, that for marketing and for making more money, they're going to make people buy a whole new system just to play that game. And from a business perspective, it's genius, but god damn.
Yeah.
How much money we spending?
Give me all your money.
You're just squeezing that lemon. It's like,
Mario Maker 3 coming.
Yep.
For the new Switch. Thick.
The Switch thick.
Switch thick. Oh god. I mean, could you imagine if they spell it as THICC?
Oh, that'd be
The Switch
amazing.
thick.
That'd be
That would be amazing.
that'd be a part of the times, man.
I would love that. Yeah. That'd be amazing.